Oklahoma Blended Bliss. It's Naomi.
Stetson.
We are by ourselves. We got up early this morning and took a hike in Norman, Oklahoma with Rumble, and we found a little spot where we thought we would stop and chat with y'all for a little bit. So, you know, one of the things that we wanted to make sure and include in this, sorry, I'm a little bit winded. One of the things that we wanted to talk about, Stetson and I, because he's 20 now, so there's 4 kids. He's the oldest, and then we have 2 that are 14-ish, basically, and then 1 that's 12. But just parenting in general, and how this YouTube channel even came to be, Oklahoma Blended Bliss, and why. Well, this one right here scoot up, yeah. So I was a single mom for 12 years, and when I went through my divorce, he was about 8, and at about 9 years old, I said, okay, someone's gonna have to mow the lawn, and it's not me, because I've got to take care of other things, so it's gonna be you. So that's kind of where Stetson's whole Stetson with Stets Lawn Care, not Stetson.
Stets Lawn Care, yeah.
Stets Lawn Care, Stetson with Stets Lawn Care,
yes, correct.
Came to be.
Yeah.
So I tell you this because you never know the challenges in life that will be the stepping stone that will actually create a life for you. So and no matter how young you are, because I know that some of Gracie and Jackson and Meredith's friends watch this, and no matter how old you are, it's never too late. Everything happens for a reason, I believe that. So when he was about 9, he started mowing our lawn. And then I remember it was one winter and it was snowed a lot. And I said, hey, get out there and go knock on doors and see if you can shovel some snow. And so, you want to tell the story?
Yeah, and so I was knocking on doors, went around the neighborhood, and I happened to knock on this one lady's door. Her name was Barbara, and I told her I'll shovel your driveway for $10.
10?
And
Not
yeah,
20?
yeah, it was 10. And then she said, I'll pay you $20, and you only have to shovel half of it. So I said, okay, sweet. So I did that. She gave me a hot chocolate, and then she paid me the $20. And then she asked me, hey, do you mow lawns? And I said, you know, I wanted to start a lawn care business, and so I ended up doing that. And I just told her, yeah, I do. And so I had a weed eater and edger and a blower. I didn't have a mower, but luckily my grandpa bought me my first mower. So Papa, if you're watching this, thank you for really starting Stets Lawn Care. But anyway, so that summer I mowed her yard, and then she got me her neighbor's yard, and then I mowed another yard around the corner. So I had 3 lawns the first summer, and it was pretty awesome. I liked making money. I spent it all at 7-Eleven, but
He had to learn as he grew.
yeah. And then you know, I mowed for a while in our old neighborhood. Then high school came around. We moved. I ended up working with a guy who had a lawn care business. I worked with him for 3 summers. Yeah, for 3 summers, and learned a lot from him. So that's kind of what inspired me to go full time. And so I ended up not wanting to go to college, and I've just been doing lawn care full time for this will be my end of my 2nd season this year, and it's been great so far. We're making good money. And then last season I decided to start a YouTube channel, and it kind of took off. It's at 15,000, almost 16,000 subs. It's Stets Lawn Care, if you guys want to check it out. And then I just started a 2nd channel called Stets Garage, where I'm going to be doing like motorcycle stuff, and you know, I have this little mini bike we take off-roading, stuff like that. But
And he just recently purchased a motorcycle.
yesterday, actually.
But okay, so to kind of go back on what he's saying, he told me a year ago in January, he goes, Mom, I think I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And I was like, okay. And I knew nothing about it. So I'm in my 40s. I didn't even know there was a whole world of YouTube. And so in my mind, I was thinking, who is going to watch you mow lawns? But I didn't say that.
That's what I thought too.
So I'm learning, think before you speak. I'm learning that in marriage too. But anyway, so I said, okay, that sounds interesting. Let's see where it goes. And then a year later, so you know, it takes a while to build your YouTube up. You know, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So he was putting out videos, and then a year later, he applied to the YouTube monetization program and he got monetized, which means you can put advertisements on your videos, and
Get paid
it
for
just it floored me. You really can be a professional YouTuber for a living. And so I saw that there is a need for blended families making videos because there's not a whole lot out there. And also Oklahoma. But going back though, when he started his lawn care business, I remember him pushing with one of the kids in the neighborhood. He hired, his first employee was Jacob. He lived in our neighborhood. He was next door. And they would push the lawnmower with the weed eater and the blower on top of the lawnmower to the different houses. Then eventually when he got houses in other neighborhoods, I would take my Arbonne Mercedes. So if you don't know anything about Arbonne, your car's a white Mercedes. Arbonne gives you money to pay for it. We would load up his lawnmower in the back of my Mercedes with all his other stuff. And I would drive, I think the hatch was even open.
Yeah.
And I would drive him to places. But you know what? When he was in high school, people made fun of him. They did.
That's true.
His, what should be called? Your advisor? Counselor?
He was like a counselor.
Yeah, his advisor was like, "You're not going to college," and I'm not smacking college, okay? I went to college, and I believe if you need to go to college to do what you are passionate about and to get done, then go to college. But at the same time, I know a lot of people that have college degrees that have $100,000 worth of school loan debt and can't find a job, and I know lots of people that have no college education that are working their butts off and love what they do and are making a lot of money. And I am proud to say that this kid does very well for himself at 20 years old between his lawn care business and his YouTube channel. And I've seen him build this community through his lawn care channel, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's funny because the people that were making fun of him in high school for what he was passionate about and what he was determined, and I would always tell him, whenever he would tell me that people made fun of him, I would say, one day they're gonna ask you how you did it. And it's funny because now he has so many people that are his age and older and younger that are saying, how did you do this? How did you start a YouTube channel? How do you do this? Like
I get questions every day.
He gets questions every single day. So if you are a kid and you're watching this, I encourage you to chase your dreams with passion, and, you know, don't not completely do what your parents say, but I mean, sometimes you got to go against the grain because you have one life to live. And, you know, people made fun of me for doing Arbonne. People have made fun of me for doing other things. So I would just say, what would you say to kids that are watching this, and adults? Because you guys, I know a lot of people that are doctors and attorneys or nurses or whatever that hate their lives, but they're just stuck in that job because that's what they have to do to pay the bills. So do you have any wisdom from
Chase
what
the
you've learned?
dreams.
Chase the dreams, work
Chase
hard.
your dreams. Work hard.
I mean, it's not like, oh,
Never
hey.
give up.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, it takes work to build a YouTube channel. I mean, I've seen him do thousands of hours of editing, and I'm learning right now.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest key is I was afraid to start this channel, you guys, because I'm not like the best person on video. I think you saw in the first video he was making fun of me. But you just have to start, and you have to suck at something before you can be good at something. So my advice is just do it. Just start.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back later.